A calculated engine and a mathematically optimized displacement meant nothing if the R32 couldn't actually put that power down onto the racetrack. That's where the second half of Nissan's plan came in, a drivetrain system called ATTESA E-TS, paired with a rear steering system called HICAS, together forming a technological advantage that Group A's rear-wheel drive rivals simply had no answer for. ATTESA E-TS stood for Advanced Total Traction Engineering System for All-Terrain, with electronic torque split. Unlike a simple, permanently locked all-wheel drive system, it was intelligent and reactive. The R32 operated primarily in rear-wheel drive mode, exactly like its Group A rivals, right up until the rear wheels began losing traction. At that moment, an electro-hydraulic clutch would automatically redirect a portion of engine power to the front wheels, restoring grip almost instantly, without the driver needing to do anything at all. This mattered enormously coming out of corners, precisely where Group A racing was won and lost lap after lap. A rear-wheel drive Sierra or M3, putting all of its power through two tires, had to manage wheel spin carefully on corner exit, sacrificing acceleration to preserve control. The R32, the instant its rear tires started to slip, would automatically send power forward, allowing it to get back on the throttle earlier and harder than any rival could safely attempt, without the driver ever having to lift or adjust their inputs. Layered on top of ATTESA was HICAS, Nissan's high-capacity actively controlled suspension, a rear-wheel steering system. At higher speeds, HICAS would turn the rear wheels slightly, either in the same direction as the front wheels for improved high-speed stability, or subtly adjusting the car's rotation through fast corners. Combined with all-wheel drive traction, this gave the R32 a level of cornering composure and stability that felt, to rival drivers and teams watching from the paddock, closer to something from a completely different category of racing altogether. The result of combining these two systems with the RB26's mathematically optimized power output was a car that didn't just have one clear advantage over its Group A rivals. It had three, compounding each other simultaneously: a power unit calculated to sit at the most favorable point the rulebook allowed, a drivetrain that automatically solved the traction problem every rear-wheel drive car in the field was still fighting manually, and a suspension system adding stability rival cars simply didn't have access to at all. Word about the technology spread quickly through the paddock, and it wasn't just admiration. According to people close to the program, the GTR became so dominant that rival teams themselves began quietly expressing interest in switching over to the four-wheel drive monster, rather than continuing to compete against it with cars that had no realistic path to matching what Nissan had built. By the time the R32 Skyline GTR was ready to race a full season, it wasn't simply a fast car entering a competitive field. It was a car built with three separate, compounding technological advantages, all engineered specifically to exploit exactly what Group A's rulebook allowed. What happened next, first in Japan, would make it clear almost immediately just how large that advantage really was.